we can't see the moon for a few days. Darkness is rising. And in the unseen, we can plant the seed for the future. Welcome and Namaste on Yogi Talk here. As you can see, I just taught my online yoga class this week, and I want to share a beautiful topic with you. I discussed with my students in the yoga class, because literally today we have the new moon in August, and the new moon brings a wonderful quality with it. It is the quality, the time of emptiness. And emptiness sometimes sounds strange or like not very pleasant. I totally get it, but emptiness is a beautiful concept in yoga philosophy. There is the concept of abundance, of being full of life and energized, what the full moon brings with it. And the new moon is quite the opposite. It's like a duality. It's like yin and yang and light and darkness. They both need each other so badly, and they're both quite the opposite. So the new moon brings the energy of emptiness, because for a few days it's dark. For a few days we can't see the moon. And this is a beautiful time where we can come into ourselves, back to ourselves, where we can go back into a quiet state. But why is emptiness so important? Emptiness is important to really cleanse ourselves, to let go of all things, of all the informations constantly filling us. It's like purging or detoxing. Because in our daily life, without even noticing, there are constant informations just coming into us, our body, our mind, our energy body, our cells, everything of us just soaks these informations in. But it's a way too much, so we can't process all these informations, but we keep them within us. So most of the informations just stay in our subconsciousness, and they fill us, they make us so full. But often it's just like garbage. Often this is a way of being full in a very unhealthy way. So we constantly full of so many things we have to take care of, we deal with. So it is super vital to really cleanse ourselves. And probably many of you already did a detox, did fasting, or there are all sorts of things to really cleanse ourselves, to cleanse the body, and that's super important. But it's also important to really cleanse ourselves, to purge in every single way, in every single dimension, in every single way of life. So yoga is a beautiful way, a beautiful tool, I would say, to really cleanse. So it's beautiful in this time of the new moon, where it is dark, in the cycle of the moon, of the month, where it is the darkest, where it is quiet, to really let yourself surrender, to really surrender into stillness. And it is not easy, and especially now in summer, the sun is very dominant, it is warm, we have a lot of light and a lot of heat within us. But especially in this time, it is super important to really let go, to become calm and quiet and really purge. So it is in yoga philosophy, this concept of emptiness, of purging, of cleansing ourselves of everything what doesn't serve us anymore, to become like an empty vessel, to create an empty vessel, to create a base in which we can bloom again. So this empty vessel is finally cleansed, is finally empty from all of this stuff within us, and this empty vessel can give us the grounding, the base to fill ourselves again, and hopefully next time a little bit more consciously. And a lot of things we can't influence, obviously, but we can be conscious about what we consume, what we eat, what we consume, but also social media and our social environment, and everything we're doing constantly gives us information and fills this vessel until it's so full that we just burn out, we're just tired, we get sick. And that is not necessary. So we can practice yoga and meditation and mindfulness to cleanse ourselves, to become empty again, to tune into the stillness and to really let go. And sometimes we really don't have to know what we want to let go of. We can just set the intention and do certain practices like yoga, for example, yin yoga, really calm yoga, meditation, to let go, to become this empty vessel, to build this empty vessel within us, and to intentionally being able to fulfill it again, to really invite new things into our life. And it is beautiful. It is a beautiful time because we can really think about intentionally what we want to let go of. We can reflect on the past. We can reflect the last few days, weeks, or even months. What do we want to let go of? What doesn't serve us anymore? What pulls us down? What weights us down? What is unhealthy for us? And we can intentionally let go of these things. We can let them go. We can empty ourselves. And in the next step, when we are empty, when we have space again in our life, mentally, in our body, when we feel like, there's finally space, I can finally rest again, then you can look into the future and you can see, what do I want to invite into my life? What do I want to create? Who do I want to be? How do I want to feel? And just out of this state, create something new. So here we come back to the beautiful quote from the beginning. We can't see the moon for a few days. Darkness is rising. And in the unseen, we can plant the seed of the future. What a beautiful quote. I hope you all have a wonderful new moon. When you listen to that, and it's not new moon, it's full moon or every other state, it doesn't matter. You can always cleanse yourself. You can always go into the state of emptiness, into the space of the empty vessel. So I hope you have a wonderful time, and namaste.